Namaste. Today is Garuda Purana, chapter 10. It's 107 verses long. It's gonna take me like an hour. Okay. Namaste. Ata Dashamotyayahu Garuda Uvacha Tehada Habitanam Ja Bipo Sukrutinam Pada Sati Yadi Pavet Patani Tasya Shecha Mahimam Pada Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kshirenu Tai Kushuyu Bravakushuyumi Salvamevaul Tuva Dehikama Yatakurutava Putra Pautura Shicha Mujianante Baiturka Durunot Kim Tatatai Bahu Pildai Danai Tatatai Bahu Pildanai He Petroran Ranen Tiel Petro라는 띠에시 두일마 Petro라는 띠에시 두이마 짜레트 데나그니시 토마 마사 데나그니시 토마 사드르샴 부트라흐 팔라마파 부누야트 타다 쇼감 파리티아지아 까라야는 무는더 남 수타흐 사마스타바는 타바이시자이바 비테얌 무는더남 따당 마다 비뚜를 무르따요 야나 까리땀 몸더남 나디 나히 아뜨마자흐 사흐 까탐 진예야흐 삼사랄 밭나노바 삼사랄 너바따라까흐 아또몸더나마 바시암 나카쿠쿠시 비발지땀으 바따흐 사바는 타바흐 스나트바 타우타바스트라노이 타라야트 사디오 자람 사마니야 따따스탐 스나파야츠 차바무 마눈도 야츠 짜는다 나이흐 스라그 필강은가 무르뜨띠 스라그 필강은가 무르뜨띠까야 타방 스라그 필강은가 무르뜨띠까야 타방 나비나바스트라이흐 산차디야 따다 비는덤 사다쿠시너무 나마고들의 사무쯔짜리야 삼가를 빼나 빠사비아따흐 무르티우스탄의 샤보 나마 따시야 나문나 브라다 바야트 때나 부밀파베트 두실트 따다티실트뜨르 따다티실트뜨르 데바따흐 드바라데셰 파베트 빠는 타스타시야 나문나 브라다 바야트 때나 나이보바카다야 부다코뚜이슈 둘가땅흐 따따흐 브라다쿠쇼이놈 그르트반 부자니야흐 스누셔디피흐 스카는타흐 부뚜레너 다따비아스 따다니알바는 타바이흐 사하 트르트반 스카는테 스바피따람 야흐시마샤나야 까치차띠 소시바메타팔람 부뚜로 라파테 짱 바데 바뎀 바데 No, it should be a misprint. 바데 니드바 스감테 스바프르실뚜에 바 스바프르실뚜에 바 사다 따테나 라리타흐 따다이바 따드르너는 무지에는 무르담 스바피타람 바헤트 따돌 탈말게 비시라맘 사문말지야 피우크슈 까라야트 삼스나비야 부다 삼지냐야 따스마이테나 브라다파야트 비샤자 라쿠쇼사 야쿠쇼 예 짜니에 디쿠슈 삼스티타흐 다시야 오타비아 다이하시야 나이바 요기야트 까바 라카흐 따또 니드바 시마샤네슈 스타파예두트따라 무카무 따뜨라 데하시야 다할탐 스탈람 삼초타예 디아타 삼말지야 부밈 삼리비오 룰리키오드 트르티아 삼리비오 룰리키오 룰리 삼리비오 룰리비오 삼리비오 룰리키오드 트르티아 삼리비오 룰리키오 삼리비오 룰리키오드 삼리비오 룰리키오드 트르티아 짱 베디카무 아피우쿠쇼파 사마타야 바흐님 따뜨라 비타 따나흐 부시파 그쇼타이라타 피알짱 부시파 그쇼타이라타 피알지야 대밤 그라비아다 삼지냐 까무 로마피아스트 바누바 게나 호맘 구리아 디아타 비티 드밤 부다프르자주자가디오 니스트밤 부다프르지오 프르주자 부다프르주자가디오 니스트밤 부다프르주자가디오 니스트밤 부다파리파 라카흐 모르타흐 삼사리 가스타 스마데남 드밤 스발가팀 나야 이티 삼프랄타이트 바그님 지탐 따트라이바 까라야트 श्री खनंद तुलसी काशठैः पलाशाशिबाथत् बतथा दारुफि 발라샤시바뜨타 발라샤시바뜨타다루피흐 발라샤시바타드 바뜨 발라샤시바뜨타다루피흐 지타마레피아 지타마로피아 땀 프라땀 베눈도 드바우 타트라 다파야트 지타얌 샤바하스테 자 프라타나만나 카게시바라 지타 모쿠쇼프라 프루티캄 프라타트바무 파장야테 Capitam Santakam Prahuha Pratakaripabido Janah Chitayam Tena Namana Pa Pratanamana Taba Kare Ityabam Panchapiha Benundoiha 샤바스바 후티 요기야타 아니야타 조파카타야 불복다 세테파반 불복다 세테파반은 티히 프라탐 타뜨트바 반짜 베는더느 후타마다야 탐 두루노이흐 아그님 부트라스타다 다디아는나 바베트 반짝감 야디 반짝게슈 무르토 야수투 나 까팀 라파테 나라흐 당 하스타트라 나 깔타비아흐 그르테니아마라놈 바베트 아다우 그르트방 타니슈들 타메따는 나 꿀쇼트라 반짝감은 타니슈들 타메따는 나 꿀쇼트라 반짝감은 레바티아는 땀나 다헤트 땀 다헤자 나 슈팜 파베트 그루헤 한일 파베트 타시아 와쿠슈에시베슈 무르토 히 야흐 부트라놈 고트리놈 짜피 가시치드비 크나흐 브라자야테 아타바 와쿠샤마티에 히 다하흐 시아드비티 불바카흐 따드비팀 데 브라바쿠슈여미 살바도쇼 브라샤는 따예 샤바시아 니카토에 땅알쿠슈여 니허쿠슈이 베트무트 부트따 라먼스따다 니허쿠슈이 베트푸트 니허쿠슈이 베트푸트 딸람 세따다 달파마얌 시장 짜뚜랑 워크셔마는 뜨라 피마는 뜨리딴 워크셔마는 뜨라 피마는 뜨리딴 따또 고마흐 브라칼트다비아흐 바하는띠 브로크셔나마피흐 브레탄 자야탄 마는뜨레너 분할호마스투 삼푸르토이흐 sorry 따또 다하흐 브라칼트다 비아스타이시짱 부트탈라카이흐 사하 사피는 더 디바 사피는 더 디바세 구리야 뜻다시야 구리야 뜻다시야 샤는 디비팀 수타흐 딜라바트람 히라노얌 자 루비암 라트남 야타그라맘 크루타불남 감시아바트람 다디아드 도셔 프라샤는 따예 에밤 샤는 디비타남 두 그르트바 다함 까로티 야흐 나 다시야 비크노 자야타 브라토 야티 바랑은 가티무 에밤 반짝가다 하흐 시아트 따드비드나 시아트 따드비나 시아트 따드비나 갸발람 다헤트 사티 야디 바베트 바트니 다양 사하 비닐다 헤트 바티브라타 야다 나리 팔투흐 브리야히테 라타 이츠채트 사하이바 이츠채트 사하이바 가마남 따다 스나남 사마짜레트 쿰쿰암 자나 사드 바세트라일 쿰쿰암 자나 사드 바세트라일 쿰쿰암 자나 사드 바세트라일 푸쇼 널 푸슈이땀 쿰쿰암 자나 사드 바세트라일 쿰쿰암 자나 사드 바세트라일 푸쇼 쿰쿰암 자나 사드 바세트라일 푸쇼 널 푸슈이땀 따누무 다남 다디아드 비자티 표 밤투발게 피아 에바짜 구름 나마스크르티아 따다 닐가츠 채는 많은 디라드 파히흐 닐가츠 채는 많은 디라드 바히흐 따또 데바라얌 가트바 파크티아 땀 브라노베드 타리무 사말피아 파라넘 따뜨라 시리 팔람 바리구르히아 짜 마주잠 모함 바리티아지아 시마샤나 파바남 브라자트 따뜨라 수리암 나마스크르티아 바리크라미아 치탐 따다 부시파샤이암 따다로헤는 니잠 따다로헤는 니잠 게 스바파야트 파티무 사키피아흐 시리팔람 다디아드 다하마 지냐얍 지냐파야트 따따흐 다디아드 다하마 지냐파야트 따따흐 감가스나 나사맘 지냐트바 샤리람 바리다 하야트 나 다헤드 갈피누이 나리 샤리람 파티나 사하 자나이트바 브라수팀 자 발람 보슈유 사티 파베트 नारी 발달아마사디야 샤리람 다하테 야디 아그닐 다하티 가드라누이 나이바드마남 브라피더야트 다히아테 트마야마나남 다두남 자 야타 말라흐 따타 나리 다헤트 빠밤 후타셰 히아무르 톰밤에 디비아다우 사티아요크 타시짱 슈드타우 달마유토 나라흐 야타 나 다히아테 다부탈로하 피는두에나 가히치트 따탕 사 파티사미유크타 다히아테 나 가다자나 아는따라 드마드마나 발뜨라 무르테 나이카트바 마가타 무르테 나이카트바 마가타 야바치짱 그네오 무르테 파티아오 스트리 나트마남 프라다 나트마남 프라다 하야트 다바나나 무지아테 사히 스트리 샤리라드 카탄자나 다스마트 살바프라야트 네나 스바파팀 세바야트 사다 깔마노 마나사 바자 파티아오 지바티 다드가타 무르테 발트따리 야 나리 사마로헤드 투타샤나무 사루는 타티 사마 부트바 스발갈로케 마히야테 따뜨라 사 발뜨리 사히타 수투야마나 브사로가너이흐 라마테 파티나 살탐 야바디는드라 시짜툴다샤 마뜨르감 바이뜨르감 짜이바 야뜨라 사자 프라티야테 꾸나뜨라얌 부나티야뜨라 발타람 야누가츠차시 디스라흐 꽃두이올드 타 꽃두이 자 야니 로마누이 마누슈에 다바드칼람 바세트 스발게 바티나 사하 모다테 비마네 수리아 삼카셰 그리더테 라마누에나 사 야바다 디티아 짜는드라우 자 스발갈로케 지람 바세트 보나시지라 유흐 사 부트바 자야테 비말레 콜레 파티브라타 두야 나리 타메바 라파테 파티무 야 고셔넘 다하두허케나 수카메타드르 샴 디아제트 사 무드 자느마 파리하는 땀 다히아테 비라하 그니나 다스마트 파팀 시밤 지냐트바 사하테나 다헤트 따누무 야디나 시아트 사티 다쿠슈유 따메바 브라다헤트 따다 알테 나그테 타바 볼노에 스포트 야트타시아 마스타카무 구르하스타남 두 가슈투에나 야티남 시리팔레나 짜 브라브타예 베트르로카남 피트바 다드브라흐마라는 다드브라흐마라는 트라카무 아지야 후팀 따또 다디아는 많은 뚜레노 네나 따투수타흐 아까라 다피자 또시 드바다얌 자야탐 puna흐 아사오 스발가야 로카야 스바하 지발라투 바바카흐 에바마지야 후팀 다트트바 딜라미시람 사마는트라카무 로디타비암 따또 가텀 테나 타시아 수캄 파베트. Need to double check. 59. Yeah, okay. 다하다나는 따람 까리암 스트리피흐 스나남 따따흐 수타이흐 딜로다캄 따또 다디아는 나마 고트로 바카를 비타무 다디아는 나마 고트로 바카를 비타무 브라샤야는님은 바파트라누이 무르타카시야 군어는 바데트 스트리자노 그르함 까츠체트 뿌르시터또 나라칸짜야흐 구르헤 스나남 puna흐 그르트바 고그라삼 자 브라다 바야트 파트라 발리암 자 분지야드 그르하는 남 나이바 바쿠셔야트 무르타카스타나마 리피아 다쿠시노 비무캄 따따흐 드바다샤 하카 파리하는 땀 디밤 구리야다 할니샤무 수리에스 타마가테 땅알구슈여 시마샤네 바 짜투시파테 누구탐 짱 모르는 마예 빠트레 또얌 다디아드 디나트라야무 아빠그바 모르는 마얌 마빠드람 구슈이라 니라 브라부지 구슈이라 니라 브라부리타무 구슈이라 니라 브라부리타무 까시터트라얌 구너이 바드탐 트르트바 마는트람 바투에디마무 시마샤나 날라 다그토시 시마샤나 날라 다그토시 바리티아쿠토시 바는타바이흐 이담 니라미담 구슈이라마트라 스나히 이담 비바 자툴테 산짜야흐 까리야흐 사그니 까이시짜 니라그니 까이흐 뚜르티야흐니 드비티에 바 깔타비아시짜 비로 탔다흐 깔타비아시짜 비로 탔다흐 가트바 시마샤나 푸밈짜 스나남 그르트바 수칠파베트 울너 수드람 베셔터 이트바 바비트림 바리타야 짜 다디아트 시마샤나 바시 피아스타토 시마샤나 바시 피아스타토 마샤발림 수타흐 야마야 트바티 마는트레너 디스라흐 구리아트 파리크라마흐 타토 누구테나 자 피우쿠슈유 지타 스타남 카게시바라 잘레나 셋자야트 파시자 두드타레 다스티 부르는 닭감은 셋자야트 파시자 두드테 셋자야트 파시자 두드타레 다스티 부르는 닭감은 It's gonna take me a while. uh, 57 more verses to go. 셋자야트 파시자 두드타레 다스티 부르는 닭감은 셋자야트 파시자 두드타레 다스티 부르는 닭감은 그르트바 발라 샤파트레슈 구쇼라야드 두그타바리피 구쇼야야드 두그타바리피흐 구쇼야야드 두그타바리피흐 Sorry. 삼스타비야 무르는 마에 바트레 시라드탐 구리아디아타비티 드리고남 스타는 빈담 디딜람 스타는 두이 스타는 두이람 그르트바 고마야노팔레피타무 타쿠슈이너 피무코 티쿠슈 다디아드 베는더 트라얌 트리슈 문지 그르티야 지타 파스마 따트라 트르트바 트리파 두카무 스타바야트 따트라 사잘라마 나츠 차디야 수캄 카르타무 따따스타는 둘라바게나 다티 크르타 사마는 비타무 발림 브레타야 사잘람 다디아는 미시덤 야타비티 바다니 다샤판짜이바 쪼뜨따라 시암 디시 브라제트 갈팀 비타야 따뜨라 스티파뜨람 삼스타 바야트 카가 다시오파리 따또 다디아 드베는덤 다할디나 샤카무 갈타두드 트루티야 갈타두드 트루 갈타두드 트루 갈타두드 트루티야 따뜨파뜨람 니뜨바 까츠체즈자 까츠체즈자라 샤야무 까츠체즈자라 샤야무 따뜨라 브라쿠쇼라예드 두그타 잘라 다스티 브라쿠쇼라예드 두그타 잘라 다스티 브라쿠쇼라예드 두그타 잘라 다스티 부나흐 짤짜얀 짜는다 내나타 짤짜얀 짜는다 내나타 꿈은 꿈에나 비셰셨다흐 트르트방 삼은 뿌떻게 나티 삼은 뿌떻게 따니 그르트바 짜 흐르디 마스타케 파리크라미아 나마스 그르티아 강은가 마티에 비니쿠 슈이페트 아는 딸 다샤함 다시아 스티 강은가 또예 니마제자티 나 다시야 보나라 브르트틸 브라흐마 로카 뜻가다 짜나 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 야바다스티 마누슈여시야 강은가 또예슈 데슈타티 다바드 발셔 사하스라누이 스발갈롭게 마히야테 강은가 잘놀미 삼스푸르시아 무르트 딱감 바바노 야다 스푸르샤테 바딱감 다시야 사디야 에바 비나시아티 아라티아 타파소그레노 강은가 데빔 파기라타흐 우드타랄탐 볼바자나마얀나야드 브라흐마 로카타흐 볼바자나마나야드 브라흐마 로카타흐 드리슈 로케슈 비키아탐 감가야흐 바바남 야샤흐 야 부트라는 사가라시아이타는 파스마 키아나나 야드 디바무 부트라는 사가라시아이타는 파스마 키아나나 야드 디바무 부트라는 사가라시아이타는 파스마 키아나나 야드 디바무 불베 바야시 바바니 예 그르트바 마나바 무르타흐 강은가야 마세티 파타나 뜨스발갈록감 prayananti te Pashachidivyanto Maharanuye Saivapranui Bihim Sakaha Saivapranui Bihim Sakaha Simhena Nihato Yabat Prayati Narakalayama Tabatkalena Tasyasati Gangangayam Patitam Tada Divyam Vimanamaruhya Sakato Devamanandirama Attaha Svameva Sataputro Gangangayamasti Patayat Asati Sanchaya Asati Sanchayana Dul Asati Sanchayana Dul Tvam Tashagatram Samacharet Ata Kashchid Videshe Mane Jaurapaye Murtaha Na Labutas Tasya Dehash Churnu Dehash Churnu Ya Dutine Dehash Churnu Ya Diadine Dehash Churnu Ya Diadine Dada Daipamutu Talakam Gurutva Bulbabatuk Javalam Dahet Tasya Pasama Samadaya Gamgatoye Vinikushuipet Tashagatradikam Kaima Tadudina Deva Karayat Sa Eva Divaso Grahyahu Shiradite Sambatasharadike Bulnue Galpe Murta Nari Bidaria Jataram Dada Balam Nishikasya Nikushuipia Pumau Dameba Dahayat Kamgatire Murtam Balam Kamgayameba Patayat Aniadeshe Kushuiped Pumau Sabutabim Shatima Sajama Ataha Param Tahet Tasya Kamgayamasati Nikushuipet Talakumum Pashicha Tatabio Palanameba Pojanamu Galpe Nashutue Guriyan Nasati Dugutam Deyam Murute Shishao Katam Ja Payasam Pojiam Tadyad Bala Vipatatishu Tadyad Bala Vipatatishu Kumare Ja Murute Balan Kumara Neva Pojayat Sabalanam Pojayat Vipranam Pauganam Due One more Sabalanam Pojayat Vipran Sabalanam Pojayat Vipranam Pauganam Due 사브라테 무르테 가는 도에 무르타시짱 반짜마둘 반짜마둘 트바마 브라타흐 반짜마둘 트바마 브랏 반짜마둘 반짜마둘 트바마 브랏 12 verses left. 반짜마둘 트바마 브라타흐 반짜마둘 트바마 브라타흐 사브라토피 사브라토피 빠야세나 구두에나 피 빔더는 다디아드 다샤 빔더는 다디아드 다샤 감그라마트 에까다샴 드바다샴 짱 부르쇼트 살가비팀 부르쇼트 살가비팀 비나 마하다나비히남 짱 바오가는 두에 그르티야마 짜레트 지바망안에 짱 삐따리 나 바오가는 두에 사피는 더 남은 아타스타시야 드바다샤 하니에 코드 디시덤 드바다샤 하니에 코드 디시덤 사마짜레트 스트리슈드라놈 비바하스투 브라타스타네 브라킬티타흐 브라타트 브라크 살바발노남 바야스투리아 그리아 파베트 브라타트 브라크 살바발노남 바야스투리아 그리아 파베트. Sorry, repeating myself. 8 more verses. 스바르바트 칼마프라사근가 쯔짱 스바르바트 비쇼야 밤타나트 스바르바트 비쇼야 밤타 스바르바트 비쇼야 밤타나트 스바르페 바야시 테헤짱 그리암 스바르바마피 쯔찻 스바르바마피 쯔차티 기쇼레 따루노에 구리야 쯔차이야 부르쇼마키야 디카무 구리야 쯔차이야 부르쇼마키야 디카무 바다다남 마하다남 고다나마피 다파야트 야티남 짜이바 살베숑 나 다호 노다카크리야 다샤가 드라디캄 테숑 나 까르타비암 깔뜨다비암 수타디피흐 다눈더그라하노마 드레노 나로 나라야노 파베트 들이다는 더 그라하노 뜻대숑 브레타트밤 나이바 자야테 지냐니나스투 사다 무크타흐 스바루바누파베나 히 아타스테 두 브라다트타남 미는두남 나이바 감쿠슈이 감쿠슈이노흐 다스마트 베는두 디캄 테숑 나투 노다카마 짜레트 딜타시라드탐 가야시라드탐 베트르 파크티야 사마 짜레트 Hamsam Paramahamsam Ja Kutui Chakabahu Daka Kutui Chakabahu Dakao Kutui Chakabahu Dakao Etanen Sanya Etanen Samnia Sina Sita Kushuya Etanen Samnia Sina Sita Kushuya Burativyam Sthapa Yanamuratan Gamgadi Namapabe Hi Burativyam Sthāpanam Smurtama Yatra Sananti Mahanadiyas Tada Dasbeba Dihakushuipet Iti Shri Garuda Puranoe Sarodhare Taha Sati Samchaya Kaimanirup Taha Sati Samchaya Kaimanirupanam Nama Tashamotyayah 51 minutes, 107 verses. That's not bad for me. Cool. I'm gonna take a little break. Thank you. Okay. Oops. Always do that. Okay. Chapter 10. The collecting of the bones from the fire. Garuda said, Tell me, O Lord, the rites for burning the bodies of the good, and describe also the greatness of the wife who is faithful. The Blessed Lord said, Listen, O Dagoshu, I will tell you all about the ceremonies for the upper body, by doing which sons and grandsons are released from the hereditary debt. There is no need for numerous gifts, but one should perform the funeral ceremonies for his parents. The son who does so obtains fruit like that of the Agni-Shitoma, a certain sacrifice. Then the son, abandoning sorrow, should have to shave along with all his relatives in order to remove all sins. The son who does not have to shave when the mother or father has died, how can he be called a son, the helper through the ocean of changefulness? Therefore he must have to shave by all means, except the nails and the hair of the armpits. Then, having bathed with his relatives, he must put on clean cloths. Then, bringing river water, he should bathe the corpse, and next adorn it with sandal paste, garlands, or the clay of the Ganges. Having covered it with new cloths, he, with his sacred thread on the right shoulder, should pronounce the family name and dedicate rice balls and presents. At the place of death, in the name of the so-called dead, he should offer them. By this the earth and its presiding deity become pleased. He should make offering at the threshold in the name of him who is become a traveler. By this the evil ones amongst the tens of millions of elementals can do no harm. Then the daughter-in-law and others should go around it and worship it. Then along with the other relatives, the son should bear it on his shoulder. The son who bears his father on his shoulder to the burning ground obtains the fruit of the horse sacrifice at every step. He who carries his dead father on shoulder or back or hip pays off the debt of constant parental kindnesses. Then halfway, after cleaning and sprinkling, he should make a halt. Having bathed the corpse, he should make an offering for him. Oblations should be made in order that goblins, demons, and fiends, and others in the various directions shall not cause disturbance of that body which is to be sacrificed. Then it should be taken to the burning ground and laid down with its head to the north. Some place should be cleaned there for the burning of the body as follows. Having swept the ground and washed it with cow dung, having taken out some earth and erected an altar and sprinkled it with water, and having placed a fire as prescribed, and having worshipped with flowers and colored rice the shining one known as the eater of flesh, he should make an oblation as prescribed, beginning with Nomen. O thou supporter of beings, womb of the world, nourisher of creatures, this one belonging to the changing world is dead, lead thou him to heaven. Having thus prayed to the fire, he should make there a funeral pyre with sandalwood, the holy basil wood, and with the wood of Balasha and Ashvatthata. Having placed the departed on the funeral pyre, he should offer in the name of the departed 2 rice balls in the hand of the dead on the funeral pyre. From the time he is released on the funeral pyre, the condition as departed begins. Those who know the ways of the departed call him a seeker. An offering should be made on the funeral pyre, either in this name or in that of departed. Thus the dead gets the benefit of the offering of 5 rice balls. Otherwise the above mentioned come to disturb. The son, having dedicated 5 rice balls to the departed, and having brought the oblation with the grasses, should give them to the fire if there is not panchaka. Who dies in the panchaka does not attain a good condition, burning should not be done then. If it is done, another death occurs. Beginning from the middle of Tanishita in the 5 panchaka mentions, ending with Ravati, is not a suitable time for burning. If burning takes place, evil occurs. Ravati is whatever it is. Harm befalls the house in which death takes place in the Rikusho mansion, and some trouble arises for the sons and family. I will explain to you the rites for the warding off of all ills, in case burning takes place in the middle of Rikusho. Then one should place near the corpse images of Dargoshuya, made of dalpa grass, and consecrate it with the 4 Rikusho manantras. Purified gold should be used, and sacrifice performed with Rikusho manantras, with the manantra Preta Jayata, and with lead vessels. Then the burning along with the images should be done, and the son, on the day of the offering of the rice balls, should perform the pacificatory rites for him. For warding off ills, he should give a vessel full of sesamum, gold, silver, diamonds, and a bronze vessel filled with clarified butter in order. Who, after having thus performed the pacificatory ceremonies, does the burning, no harm befalls him, and the departed goes to the supreme condition. This is for the Panchaka burnings. In other cases, he should burn it alone. If the wife is faithful, he may burn with her. If the wife is faithful and intent on her husband's welfare, and if she wishes to follow him, then she should bathe. Adorn her body with saffron powder, collyrium, and beautiful clothes and ornaments. Make gifts to the twice-born and to the circle of relatives. Bow to the preceptor, come out of the house, go to a temple, and worship Hari with devotion. Then, having dedicated her ornaments there and holding a coconut, and having put aside shyness and worldly delusions, she should go to the burning ground. Having there bowed to the sun and walked round the funeral pyre, she should ascend the bed of flowers and rest her husband on her lap. And giving the coconut to her friends, she should order the burning. The body should be burnt with the thought that this is equal to bathing in the Ganges. The pregnant woman should not burn her body with her husband's. Having been delivered of the child, and having nourished it, she may become faithful. When a woman burns her body with her husband's, the fire burns her limbs only, but does not afflict her soul. Just as metals, when smelted, lose their impurity, so also the woman burns away her sins in the fire that is like nectar. Just as in the ordeals, the truthful, pure, and righteous man is not burnt, even by a ball of heated iron. Likewise, she who has joined her husband is never burnt. Her inner soul becomes unified with that of her husband by death. The woman who does not burn herself in the fire on her husband's death is certainly never released from feminine bodies. Therefore, should every effort be made to serve the husband always, by actions, thought, and speech, whether he be dead or living. The woman who ascends the funeral pyre when her husband is dead becomes equal to Arundhati and attains the heaven world. Arundhati is the wife of Vasishtha, model wife. There she, with her husband as highest interest, praised by numbers of celestial damsels, rejoices with her husband as long as the 14 Indras endure. She who goes with her husband purifies 3 families, her mother's, her father's, and that into which she was given. For as many periods as there are hairs on a man, 35 millions, she rejoices with her husband dwelling in heaven. She sports with her beloved in the celestial chariot, and dwells in her husband's world as long as the sun and moon endure. She is reborn in a stainless family, long-lived. The woman who is faithful obtains the same husband as before. That fool who, on account of the momentary pain of burning, surrenders this happiness, is burnt until the end of her life by the fire of separation. Therefore, knowing the husband to be Shiva, she should burn her body with his. If she be not true Uttara, then he must burn alone. Whether half or wholly burnt, his skull should be split open, in the case of householders with a piece of wood, in that of ascetics with a coconut. His son, so that he may attain the world of the forefathers, having split open the Brahmanandra, should make an oblation of clarified butter with this mantra. Number 1. Opening at the top of the head. Thou art born from him, lighted from the sacred household fire. May he be born again from you. He is an offering to the heaven world. O fire, blaze forth. Thus, having made an oblation of clarified butter with manantras and sesamum offerings, he should weep loudly that he may become happy. When the burning is finished, the women should bathe, then the sons and offer water mixed with sesamum in the name of the family. He should eat the leaves of the nimba tree and recount the virtues of the dead. They should walk home, the women in front and the men behind. 61. I want a nimba. Nimba tree. Okay. 62. Having bathed again at home, he should give food to a cow and eat from a leaf plate, but not any food already in the house. Having cleaned the place of death with cow dung, he should keep a lamp burning there, turned to the south up to the 12th day. For 3 days at sunset or dark or shriel, he should offer at the crossroads or on the burning ground milk and water in an earthen pot. Holding the unbaked earthen pot filled with milk and water bound with 3 sticks, he should repeat this mantra. Thou hast been burnt with the fires of the burning ground. Thou hast been forsaken by relatives. Here is milk and here is water. Bathe and drink. On the 4th day, the collection should be made by those who maintain household fires and by those who do not. If there is nothing to prevent, on the 2nd or the 3rd day, he should do as follows. Having gone to the burning ground, having bathed and become pure, having put on a woolen garment and wearing the sacred ring, the son should make the grain oblation to the denizens of the burning ground, and walk round 3 times, repeating the mantra, beginning with Yama Yatava. Then, having sprinkled milk over the place of the funeral pyre, O Lord of birds, he should sprinkle water and begin to pick up the heap of bones. Having placed them on palasha leaves, he should sprinkle them with milk and water, and having put them into an earthen pot, perform Shraddha as prescribed. Having prepared a triangular plot of ground and cleansed it with cow dung, he, facing south, should offer 3 rice balls in the 3 directions. Having collected the ashes from the pyre, taking a 3-legged stool, he should place on it a jar with mouth uncovered containing water. Then he should make for the departed an oblation of cooked rice with curds and clarified butter, water and sweet meats as prescribed. He should take 15 steps in the northerly direction and, digging a hole there, place in it, O bird, the jar of bones. Then he should offer over it a rice ball which destroys the pain of burning, and taking the vessel from the hole, carry it to a tank of water. Then he should several times sprinkle the bones with water and milk and worship them well with sandal paste and saffron. Having put them into a leaf box, touch with it his heart and head, and walked around it, saluting it, he should drop it into the middle of the Ganges. He whose bones sink in the water of the Ganges within 10 days never returns from the world of Brahma. As long as a man's bones float on the water of the Ganges, for so many thousands of years he remains in the heaven world. When the wind which has touched the waves of the Ganges touches the dead, his sin is at once destroyed. Having worshipped with great austerities the divine Ganges for the uplifting of his forefathers, Bhakirata brought her down from the world of Brahma, the great king. He brought down the Ganges from heaven to earth. In the 3 worlds is celebrated the purifying fame of the Ganges, who led to heaven the sons of Sagara, who have been reduced to ashes. Sagara. There is a legend to the effect that the 60,000 sons of Sagara were reduced to ashes by Vishnu, and that they, the ancestors of Phrigu, were released and purified by him in the Ganges. Those men who die after committing sins attain the heaven world by their bones falling into the Ganges. There was a certain hunter, a destroyer of all sorts of creatures, who, killed by a lion in a great forest, went to the place called Hell. When his bones were dropped into the Ganges by a crow, he ascended the divine chariot and went to the abode of the Shining Ones. Hence the good son should himself drop the bones in the Ganges. After the bones are collected, he should perform the 10-day ceremonies. Now, if anybody meets his death in an uninhabited place, or in a wood, or from dangerous thieves, and if his body is not found, then on the day this is heard of. Having made an effigy of daipa grass, one should burn it alone, as explained above, and then collect its ashes and drop them into the water of the Ganges. And from the same day the 10-day ceremonies should be performed, and that date should be noted for the performance of the annual Shraddha. If a woman dies in the fullness of pregnancy, her womb should be cut open, and the child drawn out and placed on the ground, and she alone should be burnt. If a child dies on the bank of the Ganges, it should simply be thrown into the Ganges. If in another place, it should be buried in the ground up to 27 months old. Older than that, it should be burnt, and its bones strewn on the Ganges. A gift of a water pot should be made, and food should be given to children. If the embryo perishes, there are no rites. If an infant dies, one should give milk. If a child dies, then one should offer a jar, milk porridge, and eatables. If a youth dies, one should have young children fed. If a youth who has taken the vow dies, one should have Brahmins, along with children fed. When one who has passed 5 years dies, whether vowed or not, one should offer 10 rice balls, along with milk, food, and lumps of sugar. On the 11th and 12th days, one should perform the ceremonies for a youth, but without the rites of releasing a bull and of the great gift. If the father is living, there is not joint rite for the youth, but on the 12th day one should perform the ceremony for him alone. Marriage with women and Shudras is declared to take the place of vows. Previous to the taking of vows, with all the castes, rites are done according to age. He who is little attached to action, who is little bound by sense objects, and he who is young in age of body requires but scanty rites. In boyhood and in youth, the cut, the bull, and other sacrifices should be performed, and the gifts of land, the great gift, and the gift of a cow should be made. With all ascetics, there is no burning, no water rites, and the 10-day ceremony should not be performed for them by their sons. A man, by the mere holding of the staff, becomes Narayana. Because of carrying the threefold staff, they never go into the condition of the departed. Those who know are always free by realization of their own true nature, hence they do not expect rice balls to be given. Therefore, rice balls and water should not be offered to them, but one should perform the annual Shraddha at the sacred waters and Shraddha at Gaya with devotion to the forefathers. The Hamsa, Paramahamsa, Kuti Jaka, Bahudaka, these are Samnyasins. And when dead, they must be buried in the ground. If the Ganges or other is not available, it is declared that they should be buried in the ground. Where great rivers exist, they should be thrown into them. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break. That was not Bhagavad Gita, that was Garuda Purana chapter 10. Sorry about that. I'm taking a break. Okay, so it's already 1 hour and 16 minutes past. So, sorry about that. It was not Bhagavad Gita. That was Garuda Purana, chapter 10. Alright, so today is chapter 152, book 1 in Raga Veda. Okay, challenging. Namaste. Yubam pasatranui bibasa basate 유보라째 치드라 많은 따보 하 살가흐 아바디라따 마누르 아바디라따 마는 아바디라따마 아바디라따 마누르따 아바디라따 마누르따니 비시바 라떼나 미트라 바루노 사짜테 에따ጭ잖아 뜨보 비 지켓다데 숑 사띠오 마는뜨라흐 까비샤스따 와카바느 뜨리라시림 하는띠 짜뚜라시리 루구로 데바니도 하 브라타마 아주리아느 sorry. 아빵데티 프라타마 바드바티남 가스타드밤 미트라 바루노 지켓다 갈포 파람 파라티아 지다시아 로탐 비팔티아 노르탐 니 따리트 브라야는 따미트 파리 자람 가니남 파시아마시 소파니 파디아마남 아나바푸르그노 비타타 파사남 뿌리암 미트라시아 바루노시아 타마 아나시보 자또 아나피슈랄바 까니그라다트 파타야 둘 트바사누 까니그라다트 파타야 둘 트바사누흐 아치트담 브라후마 주주슈리유바나흐 브라 미트레 타마 바루노에 구르너는 따흐 테나보 마마테야 마마파는 딜 브라흐마 프리암 마마테야마 바는 딜 브라흐마 프리암 비바야는 사스 미는 누타느 비바야는 사스 미는 누타느 비트보 비크슈에타 바유나니 비드바나사 비바사는 나니디 나티티 무르슈예트 just two more. 비드바나사 비바사는 나디티 무르슈예트 사는 나디티 무르슈예트 비드바나사 비바사는 나디시 무르슈예트 비드바나사 비바사는 나디티 비드바나사 비바사는 나디티 무르슈예트 비드바나사 비바사는 나디시 디티 비드바나 사비바 사는이디띠 무르쇼예뜨 비드바나 사비바 사는나디띠 비드바나 사비바 사는나디띠 무르쇼예뜨 아밤 미트라 바루노 하비아 주실두임 나마사 데바바사 데바바바 데바바바사 데바바바사 바브르티야무 아스마캄 브라흐마 무르타나수 사히야 아스마캄 브르셔투일 디비야 수파라 나마스테. The robes which ye put on abound with fatness. Uninterrupted courses are your counsels. All falsehood, mitravaruna, ye conquer and closely cleave unto the law eternal. This might of theirs hath no one comprehended. True is the crushing word the sage hath uttered. The fearful four-edged bolt smites down the three-edged, and those who hate the gods first fall and perish. The footless maid precedeth footed creatures, who marketh mitravaruna, this your doing. The babe unborn supporteth this world's burthen, fulfilleth law and overcometh falsehood. We look on him, the darling of the maidens, always advancing, never falling downward, wearing inseparable widespread raiment, Mitra's and Varuna's delightful glory. Unbridled courser, born but not of horses, named he flieth on with back uplifted. The youthful love, the mystery thought surpassing, praising in Mitra Varuna its glory. May the milch kine who favor Mahamateya prosper in this world, him who loves devotion. May he, while skilled in rites, beg food and calling Aditi with his lips, give us assistance. God's Mitra Varuna, with love and worship, let me make you delight in this oblation. May our prayer be victorious in battles. May we have rain from heaven to make us prosper. I'm gonna take a little break. Okay, Yoga Sutras. So intimidating. Oh. Namaste. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpa nidra smurtayahu. Pramana vipariyaya vikalpa nidra smurtayahu. Number 1. Okay, so there should be tatra after 6. Sources of valid ideas and misconceptions on practical relations and sleep and memory. Tatra pratyakusha numana gamaha pramanoni. Inendriya pranolikaya chittatasya bahya vasutu paragat tad vishoya bahya vasutu paragat tad vishoya bahya vasutu paragat tad vishoya samanya visheshat manultasya vishesha vatharana pratana Visheshwa Bhatharano Pratana Puratatiha Pratyakusham Pramanam Palama Visheshita Paurushwe Yashachitata Paurushwe Yashachitata Puratati Botaha Paurushwe Yashachitata Puratati Botaha Pratisambedi Purusha Ityu Parishitadu Papada Yeshu Mahu Anumeyasya Tulya Jati Yeshivanu Puratato Tulya Jati Yeshivanu Puratato Pinana Jati Yapyo Bia Puratatahu Sambananto Yasatada Vishoya Ya samanya vita samanya vatharano pratana Puratatira numanam. Sorry, I want to double check this word and this word. 7. Okay, and this one. Yeah, cool. Yata deshanantara prapate gati machajanandratarakam Chaitaravat Vinantiashichan prapatirakat. I want to say this again. Deshanantara prapate gati machajanandratarakam Chaitaravat Vinantiashichan prapatirakatiha Vinantiashichan prapatirakatiha. Right? It's kati. Yep, cool. Not skagati. Karagati. Okay. Patena Durashoto Numito Baltaha Paratara Sivabota Samkranantaye Shabudenopadishya Shabudenopadishyate Shabudat Tadaltabishoyan Puratatiha Shroturagamaha Yasya Shiradu Teya To Pakatan Na Durashoto Numita Tahu Sa Agamaha Blavate Mula Bakatari Tu Durashoto Numita Durashoto Numita Te Livi Blavaha Siat Nilviprabha Siant. Okay. Well, I wanted to check something. Maybe this. No, I'm good. Sources of valid ideas are perception and inference and verbal communication. Perception is that source of valid ideas when the mind stuff has been affected by some external thing through the channel of the sense organs. This fluctuation is directly related to that, but whereas the intended object consists of a genus and of a particular, it is chiefly concerned with the ascertainment of the particular. The result is an illumination by the self of a fluctuation which belongs to the mind stuff, undistinguished. We shall explain in detail hereafter in the passage beginning. Self is conscious by reflection of the thinking substance. Inference is fluctuation, which refers to that relation which is present in things belonging to the same class as the subject of the elation, and absent from things belonging to classes different. And it is chiefly concerned with the ascertainment of the genus. Thus, for instance, the moon and stars possess motion because, like 자 있더라, they get from one place to another, and because the vintia does not possess motion. A thing which has been seen or inferred by a trustworthy person is mentioned by a word in order that his knowledge may pass over to some other person. The fluctuation of the hearer, which arises from that word and which relates to the object intended by that, is a verbal communication. That verbal communication is said to waver, the utterer of which declares an incredible thing, not a thing which he himself has seen or inferred, but if the original utterer has himself seen or inferred a thing, will be unwavering. Okay, so I need to fix. Okay. Vipariyayo mitya jinya namatadu drupa pratishitam mitya jinya namatadu mitya jinya namatadu papratishitam. Sa kasamanana pramanam yataha pramanuena bhatyate bhutal tabishayat bhat pramanosya tatra pramanuena bhatanama pramanosya durashatam Tadyatha Divijanandara Darshanam Sadabhishoye Noika Janandara Darshanena Sadabhishoye Noika Janandara Darshanena Bhatyata iti Sayam Panchapaiva Bhavatya Vidya Avidya Samitara Gadabesha Pinibeshah Klesha iti Ata Eva Svasamjinya Pisutamo Moho Maha Mohasata Misro는 Tata Misra Maha Mohasata Misro는 Tata Misra iti Ete Jitita Mala Prasangena Tita Sianante 찌뜨따 말라빠라 상은게나 비타시하는 뜻. Okay. Misconception is an erroneous idea, not based on that form. Why is it not a source of a valid idea? Because it is inhibited by the source of a valid idea, for the reason that the source of a valid idea has as its object a positive effect. In such cases, there is evidently an inhibition of the source of the invalid idea by the source of the valid idea, as for instance, the visual perception of 2 moons is inhibited by the actual visual perception of 1 moon. This proves to be that 5-jointed undifferentiated consciousness. Undifferentiated consciousness and the feeling of personality and passion and hatred and the will to live are the hindrances. These same, by peculiar technical designations, obscurity and infatuation, and extreme infatuation, and darkness and blind darkness. These will be discussed in connection with the subject of the defilements of the mind stuff. Shabudajñana nupati. Shabudajñana nupati. Pasatu shunyo vikalpahu. Sa na brahmanoparohi na viparyayoparohi. Samanoparohi na viparyayoparohi. I'm gonna take a break after this thing. Ba. Oh, never mind. 자, 마스투 슈니아 뜨바피. 마스투 슈니아 뜨바피. A little fuzzy. Shabudajñana mahat miyani bananto. Banantano. Shabudajñana mahat miyani banantano. Shabudajñana mahat miyani banantano. Vyavaharo drusyate. Tadyatha Chaitanyam Purushasya Svarupamiti Yada Chitireva. Number 1. Chideva Purushastada Kimatra Kena Vyapadishyate. No man, I want to double check this. Kimatra. Yep, okay. Pavati Jan Vyapadeshe Vrutatihu Yatan Chaitarasya Gauriti Tatan Pratishwi Vasatu Taimo Pratishwidata Vasatu Taimo Vasatu Taimo Nishikriyahu Purushahu Dishitati Banohu. I want to double check this. Banohu. Yep, cool. Sita Siati Sitita Iti Katini Burutatao Tat Valtamatram Gamiate Tatan Utapatati Taima Tatan Utapatati Taima Purusha Iti Ut yeah. Utapatati Taimasya Pavamatra Mabaga Miate Utapatati Taimasya Utapatati Taimasya Pavamatra Mabaga Miate 나 부르쇼는 바이 타이마흐 다스마드 비까르빛 다스마드 비까르빛다 다스마드 비까르빛다흐 사 타이마스 때나 자스티 비아바하라 이티 wanna double check. I'm good. Okay. The predicate relation is without any object and follows as a result of perceptions or of words. This does not amount to a source of valid ideas, nor does it amount to a misconception, in spite of the fact that there is no object. Because there is dependence upon the authority of perceptions or of words, something is evidently said. Thus, for instance, when it is said that the true nature of the self is intelligence, then in this case, we may well ask, since the self is itself nothing but intelligence, what thing is in the attributive relation to what thing? For the expressive force lies in the attributive relation, as for instance, 장아 있더라's cow. Likewise, the self is said to be the unchanging by the negation of some quality which is found in some thing. It is that the arrow comes to a standstill, will come to a standstill, has come to a standstill. The bare meaning of the verbal root is understood to be not to move. So too, in the sentence, the self is something which has the property that it does not come into existence. All that is meant is that there is an absence of the property of coming into existence, not property inherent in the self. Therefore, this property is predicated, and as such it is something that is thought. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm wondering if I should do Bhagavad Gita. If it's short, then I'll do Bhagavad Gita. If not, I'll just do Yoga Sutra for another 10 minutes or so. Alright, let me take a break. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then I'll do Bhagavad Gita because it's short enough. It's like 28 verses or something like that. And this sutra that I'm gonna read right now is about sleep. 아파바프라티아야 라문바나 부르트틸니드라 부르트틸니드라 사자 삼프라보테 브라티아바 마이샤트 브라티아야 비셰셔흐 브라티아바 pratyava maishat pratyama pratyava maishat pratyaya visheshah katham sukamahamas sukamahamasvapasam prasananam me manah prajñam me visharadi karoti tuhakamasmasvapasam tuhakamasmas mahama tuhakamahamasvapasam sityanam me mano pramatyana vasatitam gatam muchohamas muchohamasvapasam Guru nui me gatra nui kalanantam me chitatam alasam mushuitamiba tishatati ti mushuitamiba tishatati ti sa karevayam prabhutasya pratyavamaisho na syadasati pratyayanupave pratyayanupave tada shritah sumurtayashicha tadvishoya na syuh tasmat pratyaya visheshvo nidra sa cha samatha vitara pratyaya vinani rodta vyati samatha vitara pratyaya vanani rodta vyati samatha vitara pratyaya vanani rodta samatha vitara pratyaya vinan samatha vitara pratyaya van. Oops, I forgot to change it. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's what I've read so far. I'm up to here. Almost done. Sorry. Samatha vitara pratyaya vanani rodita. Samatha vitara pratyaya vanani rodita vyati. Okay. Sleep is a fluctuation supported by the cause of the negation. And this, by connecting memory, becomes, upon awakening, a special kind of presented idea. How is it that one can reflect? I have slept well, my mind is calm, it makes my understanding clear. I have slept poorly, my mind is dull, it wanders unsteadfast. I have slept in deep stupor, my limbs are heavy, my mind remains unrefreshed and languid, and as it were stolen. The man, awakening, would of course not have this connecting memory had there not been experience of a cause. Nor would he have the memories based upon it and corresponding with it. Therefore, sleep is a particular kind of presented idea, and in concentration, it also, like any other presented idea, must be restricted. Alright, maybe I'll do one more and then finish it. Anuputapishaya sampramoshoh smurtih kim pratyayasya chitatam samarati ahosvid vishayasyati grahyoparakatah pratyayo grahya grahano payakara nilpa sasatajati yakam. I think I said it right. I could say it again. Grahya grahano payakara nilpa sasatajati yakam Number 1. Stata jati. Stata jati yaka. Stata jati. Stata. Okay. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasita. You know, I'm gonna say the original first again. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasita jati yakam. Sasita jati. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasitata. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasitaji. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasitata jati yakam. I want to say it again. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasitata. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasitata jati yakam. Grahya graha no paya kara nilpa sasitata jati yakam. Samskara mara patte. Samskara hu. Svabhyanjakan janastada karameva. Svabhyanjakan janastada karameva. Number 2. Sutadanu pavame. Sutadanu pavame. Sutadanu pavame. Sutadanu pavameva. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu pavameva. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu pavameva. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu. Sutadanu. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu ka. Sutadanu pavameva. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu pavameva. Svabhyanjakan janasutadanu pavameva. Grahya graha no payatamikam. Grahya graha no payatamikam. Smurtim janayati. Tatra graha no karapulva buddhitiha. Grahya karapulva. I'm gonna say it from here again. Tatra graha no karapulva buddhitiha. Grahya karapulva smurtiha. Sa ja dubai pavitas maltabhyam. Ja pavitas malta. Ja pavitas maltabhyam. Ja pavitas maltabhyam. Ja, sorry. Svapana pavitasma. Maltabhyam. Pavitas maltabhyam. Jagrat samaye. I want to check this. Jagra. Jagrat samaye. Okay. Smarta vieti. Siva pabi. Siva pabi ta smarta vieti. Saivaha. Saivashi chaitaha. Yeah, cool. Samuratayaha. Brahmano vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurati namanu papat prapavananti. Okay. Brahmano vipariyaya vikalpanidra samurati namanu papat prapavananti. One more. Brahmano vipariyaya vikalpanidra. Brahmano vipariyaya vipariya. Brahmano vipariyaya vikalpanidra smurati namanu papat prapavananti. So one more. Brahmano vipariyaya vikalpanidra smurati namanu papat prapavananti. Saivashi chaita. Buddhatayaha. Sukatuha kamoha tamikaha. Sukatuha kamoha tamikaha. Sukatuha kamoha shicha. Sukatuha kamoha shicha. Klesheshu vyakyeyaha. Vyakyeyaha. Sukhanushayi ragaha. Duhakanushayi dveshaha. Mohaha. Punaravidyati. Etaha saiva buddhatayo nirodhatavyaha. Asam nirote samprajinyato va samatilpavatya samprajinyato vati samatilpavatya samprajinyato vati. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Memory is not adding surreptitiously to a once experienced idea, once experienced object. Does the mind stuff remember the presented idea, or does it the object? The presented idea, if affected by the object known, shines forth in consciousness in a form of both kinds, both of the object known and of the process of knowing, and gives a start to the corresponding subliminal impression. This subliminal impression, it's phenomenal by the operation of the conditions which phenomenalize it, and brings forth a memory which consists of the object known and of the process of knowing. With regard to these two, in the case of the idea, the form of the process of knowing is predominant, and in the case of memory, the form of the object known is predominant. The latter is of two kinds, in that the things to be remembered are imagined or not imagined. In a dream, the things to be remembered are imagined, whereas in waking, the things to be remembered are not imagined. All memories arise out of an experience either of sources of valid ideas, or of misconceptions, or of predicate relations, or of sleep, or of memory. And all these fluctuations have as their being pleasure and pain and infatuation. And pleasure and pain and infatuation are to be explained among the hindrances. Desire is that which dwells upon pleasure. Aversion is that which dwells upon pain. While undifferentiated consciousness is the same as infatuation. All these fluctuations must be restricted, because it is upon their restriction that there ensues concentration, whether conscious or not conscious. Okay, that's it for me. 2 hours. That's really long. Namaste. Or 2 hours is enough. So I'm gonna fix this. 6 to 11. Now, did I fix everything else? 10, 152. I didn't do Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much. I'm gonna chant in about an hour from now. I'm gonna try to get things done. I'm not motivated, but not being motivated has an end also. Okay. Thank you. Namaste.